Okay, so we're going to need to create a new world. So I'm going to click on Create New. And we're just going to go with the blocks of grass, so it's a nice flat, simple environment. Once this opens up for the settings, we're going to need to change the difficulty. We'll put it as easy, not peaceful, because we're going to be using zombies in this video. So then what I want you to do is just click on, we could give it a name actually, so if you go to the world name at the top, and we'll call it Zombies, and press Create. Okay, once that is loaded up, we're going to need to open up the code builder, so we're going to start with /code and press enter. Once that's loaded up, we're going to click on New Project. And I think the first thing we'll do this time is we're going to save this with a sensible name. We'll call it Zombies again. So I'm going to click on the cog and go to Project Settings. And instead of it being called Untitled, we're going to call it Zombies and press Save so that we can find it easier next time. Right then, the first thing that we're going to need to do is we're going to say that once we've killed an animal, or we're going to change that to monster, then we want it to create more. Okay, so we're going to have this kind of growth going on with the amount of zombies that we have on the screen. So what I'm going to do from the mobs option is I'm going to choose the on animal killed block. However, we don't want to be killing animals. What we want to be doing is we want to change that to being monsters. So again, in the mobs option, I'm going to drag the monster block and drop it into there. Just make sure when you've hovered over it that you've got zombie selected. It should be a turquoisey greeny blue colour with some grey spots on it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put a spawn block inside there. So in the mobs option, we're going to choose the spawn animal option again. And again, we're going to put a monster in there instead of spawning another animal. So we're going to choose monster. What we're then going to do is we're going to say don't just spawn one more, we're going to spawn two more. So for every one that we kill, we get another two that are spawned. So in the loops option here, I'm going to choose the repeat 4 times, and again make sure that it goes around the spawn block and change the number in there to 2. Now, rather than getting the zombies to appear right on top of our head, what we're going to do is we're going to get them to appear in a random position near us. So in the positions window here, we're going to pick random position from and to. I'm going to drag that and I'm going to drop it inside that lozenge shape there. What we're going to say is I want you to be this far away. So I'm going to put 10 in these boxes here. And then I'm going to put -10 in these boxes. So they're going to be near us somewhere. Right, now that's fine, but at the moment on our world we're not going to have any zombies appearing. So I've just moved that out of the way slightly because we're going to use this on chat command option that appears at the top. If that's not there, go into the player option and just drag one on from the screen. So in here I'm going to type in, when the chat command zombie is run, we want to spawn a monster at a random point, at a point close to us. So in the mobs option, I'm going to choose spawn. That's the wrong one. Let's just right click on that and delete that block. So if you ever get any mistakes, that's what you do. You right click and then just go to delete. So in mobs, I want to spawn an animal. Let's move this across so we can see. And I don't want it to be an animal, I want it to be a monster. And I'm just going to have it appearing slightly away from me and up in the air so that it lands where I can see it. Right, so now what we do, if we press play, it should take us back to our world. And if I type the chat command, which is to get that you press the button T for talk, and it will open up the talk window. If I now type in zombie and press enter, you should see in front of us we have a zombie appearing. Now what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to kill him. So to do that, I'm going to open up my inventory by pressing E, and I'm going to choose the option for weapons at the top, and I'm going to choose a sword, and I'm going to choose the gold sword. I'm going to drag it into my inventory in position number 1. I'm going to close that window off. Okay, and then what I need to do is I need to find the zombie. If it disappears, if it's already gone, then just type in zombie to get another one appear. So I'm trying to do this with the trackpad, so it's very difficult. Now what should have happened is, if we have a look around, we should now have another 2 that have appeared. And again, if I clear this one, then we should again have another 2 which have appeared. It might have been that one died on its own rather than me kill it. But essentially, that's what should be happening. If you find that too easy, obviously just change the settings to more difficult. And yeah, you should end up with a lot of zombies. Maybe even change the number, so instead of spawning 2, it spawns 5, or something like that.